Oh my God. That's pretty funny. I'm sorry I'm only making one video tonight. You gotta admit, I make a lot of videos, right? Every day I make a lot of videos. Sometimes I actually get busy and have to do mundane stuff. Um, I've always said that the Nikon D3 is the toughest DSLR camera ever made before and ever made since. And it will remain that way. Now, yeah, I know this is ridiculous. I don't have a problem with this Nikon D3. I don't have a problem with this Nikon D3. I don't have a problem with this Nikon D3. I do have a problem with this one. And I mentioned a few days ago that I got a damaged Nikon D3 for $50. And this is it. And you can see the heavy wear marks right here. And some people have acidic skin. And the heavy wear marks right here where you can see the bare magnesium. I think it's kind of like a beauty mark. I was going to take this camera apart for parts. And how do I explain this? There were a couple broken things on it. And you can actually see the picture on the back I took. I cleaned the sensor. I cleaned off the pentaprism. I cleaned off the focusing screen. I cleaned off the reflex mirror. And it was kind of grubby. And this little screen down here in the bottom, not the main LCD screen, but this little screen down here was broken with an actual hole in it. There's even like a little leaf way over in here. So I took the pliers and actually broke off each little piece of glass. And lucky for me, I had a replacement one of these glasses. So I cleaned the LCD underneath there and then reapplied this, so that fixed that. And the eyepiece was broken. That was no big deal. I had a replacement eyepiece. And a little bit surface corrosion on the hot shoe. Fixed that. I tested it 100%, and this camera is absolutely 100% working. now I can't take it apart because I was going to take it apart and sandblast the chassis, because actually the magnesium chassis on this thing is complete and it is like a gemstone. So I was going to strip it for parts, which would have been awesome. There's a lot of really nice parts in here. By the way, it's got a shutter count of 144,000. I checked that. I checked both compact flash. I've checked everything on this camera. Stem to stern, front to back, everything. Every button, every little possible connector. It's 100% working. And by the way, there's a little button down here on a Nikon D3 where you can actually record a voice memo. So like if you record something, you can just hit the record button. So I'll let the camera speak for itself. When I found out that this $50 Nikon D3 works 100%, I went, oh shit, that's awesome. And then a fanboy found out that I had this D3. I got this D3 for $50 and it works completely 100%. He went, damn! And then after replacing the little broken screen down here, it looks like it was never broken since I replaced it, this little one down here. Then I cleaned all the dust out and used 2 sensor swabs and cleaned the sensor, and now it is 100% spotless. While cosmetically a bit ugly compared to these other D3s, I went, $50 for a working D3? That's crazy! So see the little shiny bits there where someone's hand acid ate it all the way down to the magnesium? Like I said, it's got a shutter count of 144,000. But this camera works 100%. Flawless. I mean, you turn it on, you crank it up, and this camera works perfectly. I tested it over and over again, everything, including the flash, everything. There's not one single issue with it. So thank you so much for selling me, unnamed person, a broken Nikon D3 for $50. You, sir, are awesome, and I don't know what to say about that. except for maybe something like damn. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I got a D3 here, a D3 here, a D3 here, and here's a fourth D3. But you got to admit, you know, the chassis on this thing was beautiful. I was basically going to turn it into wall art, like a beautiful piece of art. Just the bare chassis, like sandblasted down to its bare magnesium, that alone would have easily sold for $300 on eBay. Easily. Because there's none out there. Nikon has one and nobody else has one. Nobody else has one. And I would have had one and it would have been worth $300. And it wouldn't have taken me that long to do it. I would have stripped this down and taken it to a car parts place and they would have sandblasted the black off of it. And it would have been a gemstone. Because the chassis on a D3 is a gemstone, but you can't take apart a camera that works perfectly well, so I guess I will have to apologize and say that this camera is not going to be taken apart by me because it works 100%. Once again, the most indestructible camera in the world, Nobody comes close to it. Beat it like a redheaded stepchild, it still works. Anything can break, obviously. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but $50? Damn! Thanks. Thanks so much. Plenty more videos tomorrow. Today, I was just too wore out. I've been burning the candle at both ends, and everybody needs a break. Thanks.